Good morning and welcome to Eric's Barbecue and More. Today we're doing smoked turkey. Now, I've never smoked a turkey before, and I've taken some tips from videos like Dash has with SDS BBQ, and a new guy that I've been watching called the Guy That Cooks, and he's got some really good videos. He does a more traditional non-smoked turkey, but I'm prepping the turkey just like he's done. So what I've got in the fridge here is a dry brine turkey, and I've never dry brined before. I have done some wet brining with chicken. Like I say, first time with turkey. So let's see what this thing looks like. There you have it. So this is a dry brine turkey. What I basically did, and I'll link a video to the Guy That Cooks, is I took the turkey out, defrosted of course, and then did kosher salt all the way around, all over the turkey, just drizzling it on, pretty heavy coating of salt, and then put the turkey in the refrigerator uncovered for 24 hours, and supposedly it's going to get the skin really crispy and good, and it is a much easier process than the process of wet brine. There's no diluting of your salt. You just open the bird up, cover it with salt, and there you go. And this turned out exactly the way the Guy That Cooks did his, so I'm pretty sure I did a good job. My prep for this turkey is I'm just going to cover it with butter, and then I'll probably do some pepper, maybe some garlic salt if I have it, maybe some rosemary if I have it, and I'm not gonna stuff anything in the cavity. Dash doesn't do that, so I don't see any reason to do that. The Guy That Cooks does, but this is the first turkey of many that I'm going to do, so this experiment I'm going to go as basic as possible. Alright, so I just realized I recorded all of that, but I didn't hit record. So here's the prepped turkey. I ended up slathering it in butter, and then I put some, I'm really shooting from the hip here, put some Monterey chicken grill mates on there, just a light coating. And then I had some stuff from Christmas, some bourbon flavored paprika, bourbon smoked paprika, bourbon smoked pepper, and sea salt. And I just put a little bit of paprika on top for color. And I don't know, I'm shooting from the hip, like I said. We'll see. Cooking on a different pit today. This is my original pit, the first one I ever smoked anything on. This is a Char Griller. Added some gauges to it. Originally I had a different setup inside, but I borrowed my tuning plates from the Old Country Pecos grill and added them to here. They're not quite long enough, so I put fire brick in there, So this is a little bit different setup than I even had when I first started smoking on this one. I have a basket that I made, and I don't know, we'll see how it does. First time smoking a turkey, and I haven't used this pit in probably 2 years, so wish me luck. Alright, shout out to Chip Spurlock for sending me some hickory wood, one of my subscribers. I really appreciate it. We're going to put it to some use. Alright, so plan B. The hickory that I got was wet. It was, having water come out the ends while it was cooking, so I took those logs out. And I do have a backup, so this is cherry wood that I got from Academy. And I know it's good and dry, so as soon as this gets caught on fire, I'll close it up, and hopefully we can get this pit heated up. Alright, so I switched things around a little bit. I moved the pit so that it's more uphill. This is a little sloped area, and decided to make it so my stack was at least higher. And also the wind is predominantly coming from this direction, so I want my flow this way. I don't want wind coming from the stack and pushing it back through. So Alright, so we have dropped a little bit in temp, so we're going to put another log on the fire. Check the fire, let's see. Yep, looks like it just stopped burning. So we'll stick another log in here. Fire is hot. Get that to start to flame, and then you can hear the turkey sizzling. So I think it's getting a good bit of color on it. I'll check it here in a little bit. But so far so good. Took me a while to get this pit to come up to temp. The trick was leaving this door open and giving a lot more air. This thing will go through some logs to keep it at a high temp. Still debating on whether I'm going to do this entire cook in this smoker or if I'm going to move it to the oven at some point. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so it's a little bit of a rainy day, so to deal with that, I've got a trick. Got an old Bravo takeout container. Cut a slit in it. Put your probe in here. Terrible camera work, my bad. Put the wires in there. This will work on a normal sort of rain, nothing too drastic. I think you get the idea. There's the finished product. So now you got my transmitter safe and sound in case we do get a big rain. Won't have any problems. Alright, we are a couple hours in, and the temp is down below 275, so we're going to start the fire again, and we're going to check the bird and see what it looks like, and give it a little probe with a thermopin. I'll set you up right here. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Got good color. Doesn't look too dark. I'm really happy with that. Got my new thermopin. These are worth every penny. Right at 140 in the breast. $154 in the thigh. 140 in the thigh. Just probing around here. 142. 140. So we're getting there. Alright, let's stop this fire. These cooks are all about fire management, and without a good clean fire, you know, that bird was nice and brown. If you have a lot of dirty smoke, that's when you get your meat, whether it's chicken or turkey or pork, you get a black color on the outside that's a little bit bitter. Still doesn't taste horrible. It's not the end of the day if it gets a little black, but hoping to keep this turkey good and brown for this cook. The skin was looking really good. It's crisp. I think the dry brine that we did is worked really well, so pretty happy with it so far. I tell you, this old pit, it's doing really well. I'm really happy with it for what it is. A very thin gauge material. It's definitely not as efficient as my old country Pecos, but it does a pretty good job of maintaining heat. And now that we got this log lit pretty good, we're gonna go ahead and shut it down. Keeping this door open seems to be doing the trick as far as maintaining a fire, but like I said, it's not very efficient. I'm gonna have to keep feeding it logs to keep this thing going. So, other mods I've done, these little aluminum angles all the way around. This pit has like a clamshell type design, and then some gasket material around the outside to try to keep the smoke and the air from getting in, so you can control the heat. But right now I'm just pretty much running things wide open to get it as hot as I can. I would normally cook at over 300 for pork. I usually keep it around 220 and a lot longer, but we're kind of going hot and fast on this one. But as you can see, smoke's blue, so that's a good sign. Means that we still have a flame on the log. It would turn white if the flame goes away and you're just smoldering your log. So that's how we kind of manage the fire. Now we're about 4 hours into the cook total, and the internal temp just hit 160. So I'm going to probe around with a thermopin, verify that temperature, and then
maybe pull this thing off. We'll see. Oh yeah, looking really good. Oh, 172, 70. Jeez, it's overdone. Oh shoot, I should have been probing more with my thermopin, because my other probes are saying the wrong temps. So the thighs are not done. Like right in here, not done. In the thigh. So that's saying 150 on the side. 25. I think I'm going to I'm gonna smoke in my eye. This is the first time I've done turkey, so I'm a little confused. I probed around. The breasts look like they're about done, but the thigh was showing like 150, 155. So I've moved the probe, and it's showing 153 right now, to be more near the thigh area. I know that bird needs to be 165 total, or 65 to be done. I think what I'll do is cover the breast with a piece of foil to keep them from over browning, and let this thing cook a little longer. Gosh, I hope I don't dry the breasts out trying to get the thighs cooked all the way, but not exactly sure why it's doing that. I wonder if I should turn the bird 180 again and have the thighs more towards the hot side. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Alright, so here's my little impromptu breastplate. Cover up the breast and see if I can get the thighs cooked. Hopefully I don't overcook the breast. Alright. It's been about 5 hours. We're gonna check some temps. It's done a good job here. Breast. There. Yeah. I think we are good to go. She's done. Hopefully I didn't dry it out, but everything I read online you got to get that dark meat up to at least the 165, and it was at 150, so I didn't have a choice. But we'll see. This is my first turkey. So we'll close this up, get something to put this in, come right back. Man, it looks good. Pretty dang happy with it. Really good looking turkey. Really happy with that. Alright, so what we're going to do is put foil over the turkey and let it rest for a half an hour. Alright, so it's the moment of truth. We're going to reveal the turkey that has been tinted with foil for about 30 minutes. We've been on about 35 minutes or so now. So there it is. Beautiful, brown, smoky goodness right there. I'm pretty excited. Alright, so just giving you a little close-up view of this beautiful bird. So I'm going to show cutting a turkey. This would be the first turkey I've ever cut before, so bear with me. I'm going to cut these strings that I use to hold the legs together. Well, I guess I can cut it right here. I'm going to flip the bird around. Flipping the bird. So we're going to remove the leg. Try really hard not to cut myself. Right out. See, look at that. The skin is just perfect, in my opinion. So make this into a drum. And we've got right side. Actually, it's the left side, but I put it on the right side. What little bit that I tasted was really good. All kinds of good meat. Well, the skin on this is really good. Pretty happy with that. Alright, now, let me wipe my hands off. You can pause it. Alright, now the money meat, going for the breast. I'm a little worried that this is going to be dry just because of not tinting the meat sooner. But we'll see. To make it look easy. Alright. There's some juice there. Didn't do exactly a good job on that one. Maybe I'll do better on the next one. That skin's right where I wanted it. Looking at one of these, it's still got some juice there, but it's a little bit dry, I'd say. But like I say, this is the first one I've ever done, so let me do the other side here. I think I should have cut that one from this angle. Much better. The little plate there you got to get on the right side of. Much easier. Okay, so future note. Cut it from this side of the bird when you're cutting the white meat off, the breast off. Much easier. There we go. I'm going to take this over here. That middle. Probably don't need to use a serrated knife too for this. That's probably next time I'll probably use just a straight non-serrated for this part. But this is a much better job cutting this side. This is a lot thicker piece, as you can see. There's still some juice there. It's not as juicy as I would have liked, but by no means is it going to taste bad. I'll just throw it on top here. Alright, we got to dig into one. Definitely got to try it. So, first bite of my first smoked turkey. That's very good. I gotta tell you, for me, dry brining is the way to go. It was so much easier than the wet brining I did on the chicken, and I don't think I'll ever wet brine again. I think dry brining is the way to go. I gotta thank that guy that cooks, is his YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description on his brining process. He goes through it a lot more in detail than I did. I believe I forgot to hit record when I was doing the brining process, so I lost that footage, but I'll give you the link on the process. I will show you the result of the process, but this is outstanding turkey. You can taste the smokiness. It's not like you don't taste the salt. The salt made the skin to where it's crisp and not rubbery. So very, very good. I'm really happy. I've got another turkey I'm going to do probably in the next few months, and I've learned a lot doing this one. So thanks for watching, and have a great day.